What's going on, guys? PsychoKiller here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to answer all of the questions that you guys have commented on videos and sent me in emails. And maybe you guys can get to know me a little bit better. We're currently sitting at 119 subscribers at the time of making this video, and I couldn't be any happier, guys. Got some things we need to work out, but overall, I mean, the community's growing, we're having a blast, and I mean, that's all we can ask for is to have some fun. So let's get that number up to 200 by June 20th. Guys, share the channel out, and let's make some more friends around here. But without wasting any more time, my dudes, let's actually get into the video. So the first question comes from Tony Gamer, No Max, No Cap. How long have you played GTA Online and Red Dead Online? And how long have you been playing with Bubba and the others? So I've been playing Grand Theft Auto Online since it launched in 2013 on the PlayStation 3, and I played it on the Xbox 360 as well. And then I've just been playing it on and off since then. I've been heavy on it for the last, probably a year and a half, probably 2 years now, before the COVID pandemic hit in the United States in March. So it was before that, but I've been probably playing it pretty steady for about 2 years now. As far as Red Dead Online goes, I've been playing it since it launched initially. I actually got the game the day before the official release date because I pre-ordered it with vintage stock. I got the game that day, took it home, installed it, and the next day I was playing it and played through the story mode, and then immediately launched into online as soon as it launched out too. Now, as far as how long I've been playing with Bubba and the others, I've been playing with Bubba probably about a year and a half now. And he, out of everybody else in the group, he's the one that's been around the longest. Everybody else has just kind of slowly trickled in since then. Of course, Lil Pina is my daughter, and Get Up and Boogie is my son, and Cowboys Angel is my wife, and So Fly Like a G6 is my wife's mom's boyfriend, and Barry Hulsack is my brother. Beyond that, after Bubba came Dave. Shortly after Bubba came Dave, and then after that, pretty much everybody else kind of trickled in close to the same time. I'm a Bot was one of my first, not in the crew, not in my family, not one of my friends, subscribers to the channel. He went by James Games back in those days. Mercenary came around and just never disappeared. 13's been here for a while. You showed up. Marie. I mean, all the rest of y'all just kind of trickled in. The next question comes from Lil Peanut 52. She asks, Q&A, can you solve a Rubik's Cube? If so, how fast? Let's see if I can come up with a Rubik's Cube. Oh, there it is. Alright. Looks like it's already been mixed up. So, let's do it. Done. Man, I think that's the fastest I ever solved a Rubik's Cube. Thank you, Lil Peanut, for your question. The next question comes from Matthew Riley. Do you think GTA Online is dead?
Do you think GTA Online is dead? Do you think GTA Online is dead?
Do you think GTA Online is dead?
Do you think GTA Online is dead?
Do you think GTA Online is dead? Do you think it's dead? No, I do not believe GTA Online is dead. But let me go into a little bit more detail. So GTA Online is dry. There's not a whole lot going on. It's been since December since we've had a DLC, and it was the Cayo Perico heist. The Cayo Perico Heist has killed all other money-making methods. Cayo Perico Heist has killed a lot of the co-op stuff because it is so much more beneficial to complete the Cayo Perico Heist by yourself over and over and over again than to do it with friends or than to do anything else. So, it's just dry. I think that the expanded and enhanced version will alleviate the pain caused by the Cayo Perico Heist. I think there will be a map expansion coming on the next generation consoles, and I think we'll get more content and maybe even some buffs to the old content to even things back out again. But until then, you're going to have to deal with over and over Cayo Perico heists and people just being straight turds in free roam while they grief the shit out of you. Our next question comes from SoFly Like a G6. When you're hunting for trader, what do you use to maximize the wagon? It's a very good question. So in Red Dead Redemption Online, for those of you that don't play, there are multiple roles, and one of those roles is the trader role, and your job is to hunt out animals and bring their materials to your camp, where your buddy Crips will turn them into clothing and such items that you then deliver. Much like the motorcycle club businesses where you gather supplies and they turn it into drugs and you sell it. To max out my trader sale wagon, I strictly use legendary animals. You can do 3 back-to-back-to-back legendary animal sighting missions from Harriet with no cooldown, provided that the only animal you kill between starting one and starting the next one is the legendary animal. I fill my hunting wagon up, and then I fill my materials up with 2 legendary animal pelts. And then after that's done, when I'm ready to sell, I fill the materials up again, replace the materials in the wagon, and then sell. And that's the quickest way to do it. Our next question comes from BoogieMan666. He asks, how do you make $20 million in Grand Theft Auto Online? Well, it's really simple. The Cayo Perico Heist. And the Cayo Perico Heist. And then you do the Cayo Perico Heist. And the So, the Cayo Perico Heist is the best money-making method in Grand Theft Auto Online right now. I mentioned that earlier in a previous question about GTA Online being dead. But let me address exactly how I use the Cayo Perico Heist to make $20 million. First, you scope out the island and find out where all your secondary target locations are and what your primary target is. Then I do the long fin setup because it's the easiest one. Then you do the fingerprint cloner, the cutting torch, and then either the safe code or the plasma cutter. Then you do the weapon mission, and then you launch the heist. And I go in on the long fin, get my secondary loot first, I fill it up with powder, and then I infiltrate the compound through the drainage tunnel, get the primary target and the safe cache upstairs, and then I swim off the island. And I do that over and over and over again. You do that about 15, 16 times, and that'll get you $20 million. Hawaii's Mercenary asks, what state were you born in? Missouri. Born and raised in Missouri. I'm a Bot asks, how long did I want to become a content creator before I actually started creating content? Honestly, I watched YouTube videos for years, and then one day I decided, hey, I want to do this, and I started recording from my PlayStation 4 and immediately started uploading. So there was really no wait time. I decided, hey, I want to do this, then I started doing it. And it started with just voiceover and gameplay. Then I brought in a PlayStation camera, started doing live streams, and then I bought a new computer and started streaming from the PC, editing from the PC. And with a lot of suggestions and help from JK Gamers, I was able to find the right programs. And it's just a growing thing. The content's constantly getting better. But I mean, really, to answer the question, as soon as I wanted to be a content creator, I started creating content. Alyssa Ray asks, what are your YouTube goals? Well, I just want to reach as many people as I can and share the way that I play the games and share the guides that I make with people, help make different games easier for people to play. Right now it's Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. Hopefully come up with sequels for those games soon and make more guides on the next generation of Rockstar games. But that's my goal, to help people enjoy Rockstar Games content even more. To keep people updated with what happens in Rockstar Games, and just to share time with people and play along with people during live streams, and just enjoy it, have fun with it. Monetization is always a goal, but it's not a prime directive. The prime directive is creating content that people enjoy, reaching people through my content, and hopefully make people's quality of life better just by creating content that they enjoy. There's no better feeling than knowing that somebody was having a bad day, and then, it's never a good feeling to know that somebody was having a bad day, but to know that they were having a bad day and they come home from work and they get that notification on their phone that I'm live playing a game, and they come in the chat and they talk to me and they say, hey, can I play with you? And I let them come play, and we build a relationship, and that makes their day better. There's no better feeling in the world than knowing that you made a difference. And that's my goal, to make a difference. And our final question comes from Hawaii's Mercenary. Bro, you got 2 questions. What is your all-time favorite game? All-time favorite game. Hands down, absolutely no competitor with it. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. Not the GameCube remake, not any of the remakes. It's the original version for the Nintendo 64. I was raised on that game. God, that game is one of my favorite games of all time. And I can sit here and play through the majority of the main missions without looking any strategy up, because I've done it so many times. And I could do it over and over and over again. I get so entranced in this game that I have sat here and played it so much that Angel got tired of watching me play this game. I just play it over and over and over again. And I could do it, finish the game 100% and start back at the beginning. I could do that over and over again. For a runner-up, though, if you want to get more modern, my favorite storyline is Red Dead Redemption 2. It is the best storyline ever made. But overall, the best game, my favorite game ever, is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So that's it, my guys. Let me know in the comments down below how you would answer these questions. And if you want your question answered in the next Q&A, just ask me down below with a hashtag Q&A. But as always, my guys, I will see you on the flip side.